How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm just kind of coming off the show being almost
It's
done.
been too long.
Our last day of like a main photography is tomorrow, and then they have some additional shooting to do next week. So
Okay. What show is this?
this is the paper
Oh, right. Okay. Man, so that's in its what, third season now?
second
Like
season.
second. Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like I've heard about that show for a while. I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, the first season. When did they shoot it? They shot it in like 2024. And then I think it came out early 2025 or mid 2025. So it's been out for a while. And then it took them over a year to like get season two going.
Okay. I mean, that's commonplace nowadays with TV schedules. I'm sure The Office, though, was a more traditional schedule of trying to have at least one season per year, basically.
Yeah. And I think they're gonna want to try to make it faster. I think they just were seeing if season one was gonna be well received.
Have you seen any of it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Hmm.
I mean, I like Donald Gleason, so I should check it out.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really fun. Um, Yeah, I think the characters are all really likable. And,
Hmm.
I think similar to The Office, it kind of has a slow start, but by the end of season one, I was like, oh, I'm excited to see where this is going. Season two, I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know. It'll have to be edited together really well because I'm
it's
not seeing the vision.
it's still a mockumentary, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm thinking back to like that SNL bit with Adam Driver, where it's Kylo Ren as the
Oh,
undercover.
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
Donald Gleason was in those films as
Oh, yeah, yeah.
General Hux or whatever. And
Yeah.
if he's playing a similar part in this new Office show, that'd be pretty hilarious.
He's just like super nerdy,
Okay.
like full American accent, like really just like I want to I want like this newspaper to do well, bring back like newspaper and journalism and
Mm.
like his heart, he's just like a good-hearted um,
Yeah,
kind of nerdy character.
kind of a industry
And it's
enthusiast.
really cute. Yeah, it's really uh heartwarming in a way. I don't know.
That's good.
Like I didn't really like Michael Scott. I mean, I think his heart was trying to be in the right place too, but I don't know. I He was always a little uncomfy, but I think Domhnall's character is just yeah.
Well, yeah, it sounds like he's maybe a bit more confident too. uh,
Yeah, yeah. A little bit more confident. He was like hired in
mhm.
to take over the newspaper at this company, and like no one knows what they're doing except for him and like one other person. So
Yeah, it's right up my
um
alley because I love anything related to like media behind the scenes, those kinds of.
yeah. Yeah, I think you would like it. I think
Um,
it's silly.
I need to start watching The Industry too, which is like about corporate finance and like
I've not heard
um,
of that one.
yeah, sort of a fun little, I don't know, fascination of mine. I'll tune into some of those YouTube
Mm.
channels that are talking, yeah, finance and the crazy crypto scams and AI.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely ASMR for me. It's like,
Yeah.
it's,
Did you ever watch like there were a couple shows that came out back to back about kind of like the tech scandals of the time, like the Elizabeth Holmes. What is that? What was her name?
Yeah,
Elizabeth
Amanda Seyfried
Holmes.
played
Yeah, man. Yeah, I
Elizabeth
never
Holmes.
watched it, but I always wanted to see it.
I watched that one.
And then
I watched the
there was the
documentary.
one about the Uber people.
Oh,
I think that one was frick, who was in that?
I haven't watched the Uber one. I've watched the WeWork
Oh,
drama.
maybe it was we. Oh, no, it was super. Yeah, super pumped. The
Okay.
battle for Uber, which was who is this guy? What is his name?
Yeah, I
Uh,
actually haven't heard, which is silly, but I just I'll get around to
oh,
it, I think.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph
Oh,
Gordon-Levitt.
cool,
Yeah.
man.
This
Okay,
came out back in 2022.
okay. So I'm
So
just
it's a
gonna
little
have
more
to
recent.
go on a tear of these because I've kind of been on a binge
Oh, and
lately.
then the WeWork one. Yeah, I wanted to see that too.
Yeah, Jared
Yeah.
Leto, Anne Hathaway. That was
And Hathaway. But I mean, they all came out around the same time. Like this is also 2022. It was like Uber, WeWork. When was the
there was that BlackBerry movie which I want to see.
Oh
But
yeah, also 2022. Wow. Blackberry movie?
yeah,
No.
I think it was like one of the guys. Yeah,
Um,
or let's see.
that was 2023. Yeah, like 2022, 3, 4, like all these tech movies and shows. Kind
Matthew
of funny.
Miller. Yeah, one of the guys from Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, directed the BlackBerry films. And
Huh.
yeah, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie has been getting a lot of buzz lately.
Cool.
Kind of a
That's cool.
yeah. No, fun.
Mm.
Well, yeah, thanks for hopping on the chat, the Zoom, and talking some film biz, and we're gonna get into a movie topic here too. Samar, thank you so much. So yeah, just chatting on the Thodcast, conversations about animation. I'm Philip, up here in northern Minnesota, and I'm joined by my sister Samar out in Los Angeles. So yeah, welcome, Samara.
Hi.
Yeah, so great to catch up. And you're constantly busy out there, of course. You recently moved, I know, too, but I'm sure you all kind of settled in. Or
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
you were gonna come up
Yeah.
to Minnesota briefly, I know, but
Yeah, my college's film festival was they were I think it was like their 20th anniversary or something of film festivals. So I was gonna go because I was also gonna announce an award or whatever, but I ended up pre-recording and
oh,
I couldn't
cool.
get away. There's just too much going on with moving and work.
Yeah.
So
Are
yeah.
you coming up at all for Dawson's Play or anything like that?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I don't know when that is, though.
I'm
I don't know.
I'm planning on being down in the cities on May 2nd, that weekend. It's a Saturday.
Mhm.
May
Okay.
3rd is the Miami Grand Prix Formula One, and they're showing the races, certain races, in IMAX. So,
Oh, wow.
ah,
That's fun. Okay, cool. Yeah. I
um,
do need to make it out to Minnesota soon.
for sure. Well, uh, if you don't have any current plans, I'll let you work that out. But yeah,
Yeah.
well, I love the idea of reminiscing on today's episode a little bit because I was
Mhm.
definitely hit with a strong dose of nostalgia on our most
Mhm.
recent topic, and I'm sure you maybe felt a similar way. Although I don't know how that necessarily corresponds to your um, assessment of this product as a film in general. But for me, it's kind of interesting because I don't have a lot of direct experience with this subject, and that is
Mhm.
Nintendo and Mario. I was always more
Mhm.
into like Sony games, but I know you played the specific game upon which this movie is based. So I definitely wanted to hear some of your perspectives and just kind of reminisce about the times when I distinctly remember watching you
Mhm.
play on our old Nintendo Wii, the
Yeah.
game Super Mario Galaxy, and then now there's a film adaptation. Incorporates a lot of the same iconography and music, and is great because like I remember all that stuff from when you were playing.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I didn't see the first Mario movie that came out because I also am not a big Nintendo fan per se. I think the Wii was the first Nintendo product we'd ever bought as
Mhm.
a family. So, and then for Wii, I didn't even have that many games. I mean, I would play Guitar Hero and Zelda, and that was pretty much it
Mhm.
until I think it was our sister's boyfriend or someone at the time had Super Mario Galaxy and either was playing it and then I saw it and I was like, that looks really fun. Can I borrow that? And I borrowed his copy.
Oh.
And because I don't have a copy still to this day, but I remember playing and trying to that was like the one game I tried to like 100% complete was Super Mario Galaxy and it was so fun. Probably the like yeah, most fun Nintendo game besides Zelda, but like I just remember very vividly like having such a great time like exploring all the worlds and just trying to collect all the stars and get all the lumas and
Mhm.
and unlocking the story and um it was really fun. But I did feel like watching this movie it revealed more than I think the game ever did. I wonder if there was like new lore that they dropped and it was just never in the game.
Yeah,
But we can talk
they're
about that later.
well, certainly just more of a longing um, to capitalize on the iconography more so than any kind of real story beats, I think. And of course,
Mhm.
Mario games aren't really known for having a concrete story. It's more about the
No,
yeah.
no.
Um,
No, but it was really fun to I remember like seeing the character Rosalina and like Baby Bowser and stuff in Mario Kart. So I never knew like, well, where do these characters come from? But then seeing Rosalina for the first time in Super Mario Galaxy, I was like, oh, she's so cool. I want to like know what her deal is. And I think Super Mario Galaxy, you're just like every world you go to afterwards there's like a book a storybook because she has that room with all the books where she's like telling stories that does happen and there's like a little cut scene and I think if I remember correctly in the game after completing like each world she's like okay story time and then she like goes on to talk about I think how the lumas came to be or I don't really remember that but that I just it was so cozy and so cute and like I don't
yeah.
know I loved them.
No, and we don't have to get too specific into some of the details too, because there's a lot to talk about with this, and don't want to get too bogged down. But I thought it was kind of funny, and just them just going all in, and the Lumas call Rosalina their mom.
Yeah.
She's a
Mom.
yeah. So I don't know. So
Yeah.
sometimes that's not the most popular choice, to portray your Disney-esque princess as like this, maternal figure who's,
Matron, yeah,
yeah, I don't
motherly,
know,
yeah.
but no, it's
Yeah,
cool.
she doesn't quite have the badonkadonk to be a Pixar mom, so you can.
Yeah,
She doesn't quite have the mom energy, but
I don't know
um,
how Luma's, yeah, because I don't know, yeah. There's like the classic cartoon or programming intended for families, phenomenon of like, it takes a lot to sh- show characters that become a couple, then have offspring, because then that implies that this
yeah,
couple has done the deed. And it's
They
just like,
gotta show a single mom who works too hard but loves her kids and never stops, you know? The single mom who works two jobs. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did they ever explain how Lumas were created? They were like, Lumas existed before. No, I think she still like creates them somehow. But yeah, I don't.
she's very powerful.
Yeah, she's clearly not like birthing them, you know.
Yeah, I wonder.
They're magical. So yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, there's a few other like interesting twists kind of revealed throughout this movie that are lore specific, and I think are new to this
Hmm.
film. I mean, it's certainly no kind of major revelation that like I don't know. I'll just say that Rosalina and Peach are related in a specific way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
I didn't know if those characters really had any relationship whatsoever. It previously established, and possible that they did not. Everything is very loose within Mario, from what I understand. I've watched a lot of like Scott the Woz. He's like a Nintendo expert on
Mm.
YouTube. And like I've watched his breakdowns of the two Super Mario Galaxy games and the sequel, the second Galaxy game. Did you play that at all?
Mm. No, no. But in fact, like after uh getting out of the movie theater, I was trying to find Super Mario games to buy. And
Right.
I forgot the second one came out. So
And the
yeah.
second one is almost just like uh, a rehash in a way, like an alternate spin on the first game. It's sort of a
Oh,
retelling. Yeah, like Rosalina just she opening up the storybook and telling the story of the first um, Super Mario Galaxy with just a few alterations.
oh, funny.
It
Huh.
basically doesn't pick up from where the previous one leaves off in the
Mm.
conventional sense. Yeah, it's bizarre, and I don't know. I think that's just something you see sometimes with these video game franchises that are more like gameplay focused. And I don't.
Yeah.
Um, you remember that series like Dynasty Warriors? That is a really popular Japanese series of video games based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, mythology, history from ancient China, and each one of those entries, the numbered entries in that series, is basically just the same story with just some
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a couple new characters or,
Yeah,
it's about the outfits. It's the new outfits that they wear
that's
every new game, you know?
it's all about that drip.
Oh my, they gave Jinkai like a new sluttier outfit. What the heck?
Literally a, like a large percentage, of the appeal. I think of the costumes, the weapons,
Yeah.
the
I
collectathon.
have to be like totally honest. I never understood the appeal to Super Mario as a whole or just Mario games. I enjoy when I get to play with other people. And I think Super Mario Galaxy was like one of the first Mario games where it's like just totally solo. I think a second person could play, but they play as like a star and they just like collect things floating in the world. But like the other Mario games are like Mario Brothers, it's you and Luigi, and you can like jump together and it's the scrolling game. And that's fun. I like the like work together aspect, but
Mhm.
I don't know. But until I played it, I was like, oh, okay, I see why this is like satisfying. Maybe because the world is just like so goofy, silly. It does get a little repetitive. I don't, it is challenging. I think that's one cool thing about the Mario games is that like they're kind of hard
Mhm.
once you get further into the game. Um, like all the fiery like dungeon levels and stuff. So I wonder if that's the appeal, but they're like kind of goofy. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
The
they stem from that early age of platforming side scrollers of the mid 80s, on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Originally, it was a pack in for that video game system on Nintendo, and then spawn a whole bunch of sequels. And of course, you dig into the history of the franchise, and Super Mario Brothers, the kind of famous original kind of, you go level by level, doing jumping around as Mario on top of the classic enemies, the Koopas, the Goombas. You fight Bowser at the end, and yeah, that does play by the kind of conventional progression rules of the time, where saving wasn't really a thing. Like you really just had to, you really had to just kind of master the the gameplay,
the controls, and yeah. Which never was like a big appealing factor for me. I mean, I think I think we're more like story based gamers, and like
exactly.
yeah, it was so and then so I just never knew if there was an actual story to Mario. So watching this film, I was like, oh, okay, I think they're trying to like put things together, and oh, the an actual romance between Mario and Peach. Wow. They never kiss in the Nintendo games, like is something gonna happen? Like I feel like the fan service is coming. It's coming. And then at the end of the movie, it was funny. I don't know, spoilers, I guess, but when the credits came, someone audibly was like, we still haven't seen Daisy yet? What the heck? And I think that's supposed to be Luigi's. I think people always like shipped Luigi and Daisy, who's like another princess. So I don't know. But I don't think any of those relationships were ever fully established in the games. It was just like, go save the princess, and that was it. But so I like that they're tying things together in a cinematic universe.
Yeah, I mean, it is a movie, and they have to tell some kind of story. This 90 plus minute feature animated film from Illumination, the studio from behind Despicable Me and Minions and Secret Life of Pets, and some of the Dr. Seuss as well, like the Grinch, I know. This is an adaptation of one of the most famous entertainment properties of all time. Nintendo is the closest thing we have to an analog for like the Walt Disney Company, I would say. Just only it's based in Japan, rather than Disney is more American centric. And then Nintendo based around video games, so it's not as in direct competition to Disney. But yeah, Mario's the Mickey Mouse of video games.
Nintendo, for sure.
Yeah, not a lot of cohesive lore when it comes to these mascot characters. And I just appreciate the attempts that have been made by Illumination to sort of flesh it out, as much as like these movies have gotten a lot of flack for being very loosey-goosey with the plot. But like the video games, they're just the barest of bones, because that's just not Nintendo's focus when they're setting out to make these games.
Yeah. And I mean, even, like you were saying in the movie, I think was the first movie as kind of plot, like all over the place as this movie was, because it felt like, I don't know, they kept moving things along, but stuff was happening, and it was just like kind of chaotic, a lot of different storylines almost. And and I can see that it probably just struggled because there's just such a lack of original plot, like IP out there, so they have to make it up as they go, but they also
Mhm.
want to make it nostalgic for, the people watching or whatever. So I
Yeah,
don't know. It was a little bit all over the place. And I don't know if it was like that for the first movie too.
yeah, I don't mind that they didn't try to make it super lore heavy. And yeah, the first movie, I mean, I think most people are saying this one is a lot less or not necessarily a lot less cohesive, but um I wouldn't say it is any less than the first movie. I'm trying
Mm.
to remember. You still haven't seen the first one, correct?
No, yeah,
Uh,
I did not see the first one.
and that's about
Probably
like,
should have. But
yeah, the brothers.
Do they meet Peach for the first time in the first one, or did they already know each other? Like, do they kind of set up how Mario and Luigi live
They,
in this
yeah,
where they live now? And like, I don't know.
they are just plain old plumbers in Brooklyn, I think. And yeah, there's no immediate supernatural elements to their immediate surroundings, their existence as just these plumbers in the in the prologue
Because
of
they're in the
that film.
real world. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought they just have always been in this fantasy world. So that's kind of fun. That's like a fun plot mechanic.
But yeah, in the alternate universe of this Mushroom Kingdom, which then gets expanded to, well, there's a whole bunch of, it's like Kingdom Hearts, and there's the Traverse Town kind of analog. It's
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
what do they call that world? Yeah,
No, I think you're right.
the
I thought it
conjunction.
was Trevor. Well, and it really reminded me of oh, what's the video game Wreck-It Ralph? Like when they all are in the middle of the between Wi-Fi systems or whatever. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but it kind of
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There's the Surge Protector or whatever, where they all hang out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
um
yeah,
so that was interesting. That I've never seen that before
yeah. I think
in Mario world.
the first movie is like they get summoned through, I don't know, just I think the Mushroom Kingdom is under attack by Bowser. There's some kind of magic activation that opens a portal to Brooklyn, and Mario and Luigi go through like a magic sewer pipe and end up in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Mm,
Something along those lines. I don't specifically remember off the top of my head, but
yeah, yeah. Okay. So it just kind of
getting
like
ready to be.
establishes how they come to live in Mushroom Kingdom because
Mm,
I didn't and I didn't really even need to know all of that to watch Super Mario Galaxy, which was nice. That I didn't need to see the first movie prior to this one.
yeah.
Um, I did, yeah, but I was confused in this movie. That moment where like Yoshi goes to like the real world and he's like walking around as a dinosaur in New York or whatever. I was so confused. I didn't know that like yeah
Yeah.
like the New York existed in this yeah
That
I don't know.
is teased. That's the equivalent of the Daisy tease in the first movie.
Oh,
Um,
there's a Daisy tease. Oh.
with Yoshi in the first movie, at the post
Mm-hmm.
credits, it shows the egg, and I don't know, maybe like the egg starting to crack or whatever. Um,
Wait, was there a post-credit scene? I must have missed it.
Maybe mid credits was okay. What was there was the okay? What was okay? In Super Mario Galaxy movie, there was first a mid credit scene, right, with Bowser and Bowser Jr. and there's a Luma who's um the prison warden. the prison
Oh
guard
my
who
gosh,
removed
I
it.
must have missed all of these. I think we left right away. Oh
Okay.
no.
Daisy is at the very, very end post credits, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, we totally, yeah, and that's if we would have just sat longer, that person would have been like, "Oh, Daisy reveal." Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's why
Huh.
you brought it up because this person.
No, 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 yeah, no. I mean, everyone just was like, "Oh, movie's done. Oh no, no Daisy." Huh.
Okay, funny.
Okay, well, cool. So then that would set up the third movie. I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. The mid credits is Bowser Buzzer Jr. in prison. I think Fox McCloud is responsible for like delivering them to prison or something. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, who knows how all these films are going to play out, but I would hope that, they're not going to veer too off course and delivering a direct follow up to this one, just as this was direct follow up to Super Mario Brothers. But there's doubtless going to be plenty of like spin offs involving other Nintendo characters like Fox McCloud.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they really introduced a lot of Nintendo characters in this one. I mean, Rob,
right.
the like silhouette guy, Mr.
Oh, Game and
Mr.
Watch. Yeah,
Game and Watch, yeah. Um, and then the yeah, the
yeah.
Fox guy. Which someone said that they were going to be making like a spin-off movie of the like Falco, whatever those
Yeah,
like that
Star Fox is.
game, Star Fox, yeah, and Falco and like all those people. So,
I mean,
um,
awesome. In my opinion, just because of how like immediately iconic I think that franchise is, just as a concept. These,
yeah,
yeah,
but I hope they do it in the 2D animated style. I think like when they introduced his character, did they do like a whole or no, he was like talking about
hmm,
his backstory and how he got lost and it was like all 2D animated
yep,
and it was really fun. It'd be cool if they did that
okay, yeah.
for a
Uh,
movie, but I doubt it. I don't know.
well, yeah. That I mean, that would maybe make more sense as like a streaming type of thing. Like they could do a tie-in series. I would kind of hope,
Yeah.
yeah, just to see a full-on Star Fox film done in the style of these, Illumination films. But that kind of anime style is really fun too. So I mean, that could definitely work just as well, I think. But yeah, I didn't think of that.
I don't know. Maybe it would be fun. I want
Yeah.
more 2D animated movies.
No, I totally get it. Yeah. I mean, I have a kind of a partiality towards that sort of premise with like my love of the Ratchet and Clank games on the PlayStation.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah. That
Uh,
would be cool. They should do a Ratchet and Clank movie.
did you know there was one?
There was? No, I didn't know that.
I mean, there is, but it
Or
did
there is
flop.
one?
It flopped. It was released in 2016. It was kind of a no-name animation studio from Canada
Oh.
who animated it. I mean, it looks fine,
Was it good?
but
Yeah, I
yeah, the
mean,
story was just very flat, and yeah,
oh.
characters were just kind of yeah, just very, I don't know, truncated. They got the original voice actors, which was cool,
Oh, nice.
but
Huh.
it just, yeah, it didn't have the personality, the riz. Like those games are very subversive in their tone. They're sort of transgressive, like
Mm-hmm.
in some of the commentary, and there's a lot of sarcastic humor and just like culture, social commentary, and at least in those classic original like PlayStation 2 games. And that film was supposed to be sort of an adaptation of the original Ratchet and Clank game on PS2, and there was even the tie-in PS4 game that was basically just an expanded version of the story of the film and sort of a remake of that original. So it was kind of interesting. Like there are three iterations of that original Ratchet and Clank story of the first game in the form of the original game, and then the film, and then the PS4 game released alongside the film. And that PS4 game is one of the most successful commercially installments in the franchise, even though I think critically, like the fans, didn't respond to it nearly as well because just didn't have the same spirit of the earlier films. It just it was a little bit more poppy and sanitized for kids.
Yeah. I mean, what like Ratchet and Clank is specifically Sony, right? That wasn't on Xbox. I don't believe, was it? It was like it's Sony exclusive.
Correct.
What would like Sony's Mario be? Would it be? Because I also remember Crash Bandicoot being like a big,
that's
long running thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as like kind of cutesy mascot y, like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole evolution of that genre of video games. Just the video game platformer, and the transition from 2D to 3D was really heralded by that original Crash Bandicoot game on PlayStation. But then Mario and Nintendo followed suit with Super Mario 64, which was the first 3D game in the Mario series. Since then, there have been plenty of 3D Mario games, but there have also been 2D Super Mario releases as well. So they kind of alternate.
Even recently?
Yeah, like the new Super Mario Brothers games. I think the first new Super Mario Brothers game was on the Wii, and then there were sequels on the Wii U and Switch. I think the most recent is called Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I think that is a traditional 2D style.
Okay. Yeah, and sometimes they like look like they're 3D, but they're just still like a scroller game. I don't know.
Yeah, the textures, the sprites, they're rendered
really
in 3D.
Make it look super 3D.
But yeah, Super Mario Brothers Wonder is a side-scrolling
Wonder.
Yeah. I looked up the sales figures for the Super Mario series, and it looks like Super Mario Galaxy is number 15 of all time, a little over 15 million units sold between the original Wii release and then the Nintendo Switch version.
Huh.
I don't know if there's
what's number one?
Good question. I think I closed that page. The number one I remember seeing was Mario Kart 8 of all things.
Oh, is that the most recent Mario Kart?
No, the most recent is Mario Kart World.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Mario Kart 8. What console is that for?
I think
it's got to be for like the Switch, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the one I have for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, such a good game. I mean, you wonder if they're gonna do they bring in some of the like carts and stuff in the movie, like at the very beginning. I think Mario and Luigi get on like their motorcycles and they're driving around, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Mario Kart, but it would be fun if they did like a racing Mario movie and go to like Rainbow Road and go to, I don't know, all those iconic races. I don't know. Can you make like an F1 type Mario movie? Would that be interesting for the audience? Like, would they care? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
How you could make that interesting.
Yeah, with these characters, it would be sort of a bottle episode of a film.
Yeah.
Cool, but they've already done vehicle sequences in both films now. There was a cart sequence in that first film, and that involved Donkey Kong as well, who was in
Oh,
that
okay.
film, played by, of course, Seth Rogen. Um, and then he'll no doubt appear in future installments, whether in his own spin-off or Super Mario Brothers sequel. Uh, yeah, it's just this own cinematic world of Nintendo characters now that we're getting, and
Mm-hmm,
and it just involves a little bit more plot cohesion. The characters demonstrate a bit more personality, which is nice because I remember those Mario characters. I mean, they have voices. I like that. It's not like Zelda, and like how Link has never
Oh yeah.
been
They're
given
just like,
dialogue.
huh? Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Link never speaks at all. Yeah, it's
And that's
sad.
a video game archetype of just wanting to preserve kind of um, the avatar nature of your
Hmm.
player character, just embodying that character as the player rather than as its own separate kind of diegetic character.
Yeah, yeah.
I always preferred the player character to be its own character. It felt just more involving in the narrative of the game. You and I being like partial to the sort of more narrative based video game style, more
Hmm.
cinematic.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, there was no way I was gonna change Link's name to my name. Like, that's just weird, because I think you can, when you start a new Zelda game, it's like, do you want to change your name? I'm like, no, this is Link. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
just a
That's
tradition,
weird.
yeah, dates back to
But
the
it's just
original
like yeah, yeah. I don't know.
and how
I
those
will only make my own name if I get to generate how my character will look. Like yeah.
like Skyrim.
But yeah, Skyrim or Starfield, all the Bethesda games, super fun.
For sure.
But
Yeah, I mean, it was fun just kind of rehashing some of these, sort of non-specific details about this franchise as a whole, and this is really, I mean, not a ton more to be said about like just the whole
well,
phenomenon. But
I did want to ask you if you were interested after now watching both of them to like play any Mario games. I mean, you never, yeah, like you were saying, you never really cared about the Wii or anything, but I don't know.
that's the
Are
thing.
you maybe interested now?
I am. I'm not going to run out and get a Switch 2 or anything, and I don't even want to Switch because it's no longer the current console. So I just, I don't want old hardware that's going to become obsolete in a few years because I don't play a ton of video games to begin with. But I do like I have Astrobot on the PS5, which is just a hyper acclaimed platformer on that system, and
Hmm.
I have only just basically started it, and you know I'm going to pick it up and burn through that at some point here in the near
Sure.
future. But like that's sort of my equivalent of like scratching that Mario itch, shall we say?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
some point, yeah, I would love to
I
dive.
know.
Yeah.
I never have the Mario itch personally. So,
Oh, no.
but just seeing the movie gave me that nostalgia, and I did look up what Super Mario Galaxy was available for the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
and I might buy it. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows? I mean, I will say other than Mario Kart, but Mario Kart is only like a party game. Like I'll play the Mario Party games, and that's
Yeah, I
it.
just sometimes if I'm not in the right mood, video games will kind of stress me out just because of the potential for failure.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
feels like a waste of time if I'm failing at a level repeatedly. And I mean, there's a definitely strong appeal to that sense of achievement that you get from getting past a point on a game, that's difficult, and that's why people do it, and that's why I've loved video games, since I was a little kid. I my first experience with gaming just really hooked me like heroin. It was obscene the amount in which
Yeah.
I would obsess over some of those early experiences playing video games as a kid. But nowadays, it's just, there's other things I'd rather be doing with my time a lot of times. But platformers are sort of a, guilty pleasure when it does come to anything video game related for me. And they are usually pretty straightforward and low stress and not the most difficult, kind of more oriented towards younger players, frankly. So if I were to get into newer games, they would have sort of a strong platforming component to them, like a Mario or Astrobot or, but like you're saying, platformers aren't necessarily your preferred genre when it comes to video games.
No, definitely not. No, it's usually open world, quest or, RPG, just like tootle around, make progress at my own pace. But there is games like that can tend to get boring after a little while. Like I still haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom because it just feels overwhelming what I still have left to do. And I've been playing Starfield, which is, the sci-fi Bethesda game. And that too is just like, oh, it's a little overwhelming how much I need to accomplish. So I don't know, the itch of like, oh, I kind of just want to get a Mario game and like burn through some levels, like see some real progress. Like it's there for sure.
Yeah, and whenever I play video games nowadays, and like I've been kind of dipping into some classic Ratchet and Clank on PS2 and stuff, and then I'll always have like a podcast on or a audiobook or something. So like, I'm not just focusing on the game necessarily.
Yeah.
But, help kind of make the time on a little more enjoy, just overdosing on content, like that.
your screen maxed, your screen maxing, and your
content max.
In content info maxing.
Exactly.
You're just maxed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I feel I'll do the same thing where I'll like be playing Starfield and I'm just kind of like burning through dialogue and I'll like pull out my phone and I'll start scrolling while I'm like trying to make progress on a quest. And I feel so bad.
You got to have things though that kind of detach you from that, like this world in which we live where we're just constantly barraged by media. If you can find something that occupies your sole focus, that's just such a relief. We all need those kinds of things, and movies can be that for me. Like I went to see this twice in theaters.
Wow.
It was very relaxing, rewarding time, and I've been getting more into going to the theater and just dedicating my focus to what's on the screen and not having distractions. So I mean,
nice.
I've been getting more in the groove of that.
You should petition Bemidji, Minnesota to get an AMC or to turn their current theater into like a subscription based movie going type thing. Because I think even like Regal Theaters has the monthly payment. You can go see up to like 4 movies. I don't know, similar to AMC, but
the tickets here are half the price of what they are where you are. So
that's true. That's true. No. But still, if you can like max out, if you're going to movies like
for sure
every week or something, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I texted you kind of my recent haul.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like I haven't even heard of some of these. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised that they were even playing in a small theater. But maybe you drove to like go see them too.
There was one. Well, I did see the drama in the Twin Cities recently, but it
Mm,
was playing here too, and that was really fun.
okay. I
Um,
do want to see that a lot. I want to see that pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Bob Odenkirk movie Normal, which is set in Minnesota, so I had to go see it.
Okay. Yeah. I hadn't heard of that at all. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
no.
know Bob Odenkirk. He's around a lot. I feel like he does, things through a variety of projects and like a variety of venues in Los Angeles specifically. I think. I don't know. Have you ever worked with him on anything or?
I mean, he looks very familiar, but I mean, I've definitely seen him and stuff, but what is his
Yeah. Better Call
filmography?
Saul.
Maybe
Yeah.
I, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you loved Better Call Saul. I never saw that. But yeah, what other movies has he been in?
Yeah. Breaking Bad, of course. He was in that another kind of action film franchise called Nobody and Nobody Two.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think I've heard of that.
Of course, yeah, his main co-star in Better Call Saul was in a big show recently on Apple TV. Pluribus, Reyes Seahorn. It's really really fun
Mm-hmm.
show on Apple. Kind of crazy sci-fi concept. So I don't
I
know.
started that, Elliot, and I watched, I think, the first two episodes,
It's
but we haven't been able to get back into it because
a little slow.
it's a little slow and a little stressful.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah, it was not the right time.
yeah,
The world climate and everything. I was like, nah, I don't know. I don't need this right now.
yeah. Very interesting. Yeah, kind of my allegiance to Vince Gilligan, the creator of Better Call Saul, and just like having that actress back on screen in a collaboration with him too. Definitely was enough to hook me through. And
Yeah.
it's a great show. I would watch these cool like recap videos of done by a YouTube channel. I think there's like an official. There's always. I heard a fun commentary recently about someone describing these companion podcasts for all these major shows and like how
Oh,
just every time one of those little blurbs pops up about listen to the companion podcast, this person immediately loses all enthusiasm for
yeah.
not necessarily the show itself, but like you know going on taking the effort of looking up these companion podcasts and just listening to these folks rehashing kind of the company line of whatever they're authorized to say
Yeah,
on these
yeah.
official.
I like after every Game of Thrones, it's like stay tuned for the podcast after. Although I did really want to watch the Night of the Seven Kingdoms had like a whole episode that's just behind the scenes. And I think that's what more shows need to do is like, hey, have your like full season and then have one full episode of just like behind the scenes documentary style because we want that
Yeah.
and we don't get it because we're not buying the DVDs anymore, so we're not seeing behind the scenes content. So
No,
give
that's
us like one or two episodes, 60-minute 30-minute episodes of behind the scenes because
that's great.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
There was that for the new Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's. Did you see that movie on Netflix?
I didn't see did they release the behind the scenes on Netflix too?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
I didn't
did
see that.
episode on that with my friend Lara, and we a significant amount of our conversation was dedicated just to like the behind the scenes material that Netflix
Oh,
released alongside the film. Yeah,
cool. See, I don't know. Oh, okay. So they have like the anatomy lesson.
that's right. Yep.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna add that to my list. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like I am in my documentary era.
Oh, yeah, you would love that being
The
in production
I
design.
will,
Yeah.
yes, and I love Guillermo del Toro, and that was my favorite movie of last year for sure. Um, okay, I will definitely be watching that later. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm glad
Yeah.
stuff like that still gets made. Yeah. Well,
I
I
wonder if there's one for One Piece.
oh,
Did you watch One Piece?
I haven't seen any of that, but I'm glad you like it.
I loved it. Season two, so goofy, so fun. I'm a big fan of the live action. I haven't watched the full animated. It's kind of hard to get into now. I've seen the live action, but
I
um
mean, there's a ton of that animated show. I know.
oh, so I
So
don't even know how I could catch up. Like it's
yeah,
hours, days, months of content.
no,
Oy, oy,
I'm
oy.
I'm trying to adjust myself to like adopting a very non-completionist posture when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So
Mm,
like
mm.
I was talking to you about oh gosh, the drama that's Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and it's sort of riffing on Zendaya's personality from some of her larger roles of where she's just very dour, very, intense character, like MJ
Funny.
in Spider.
Yeah.
She's obsessed with like the Black Dahlia or whatever, and then in Euphoria, she's this intense,
Mm.
drug addicted teen. Like, and then in the drama, there's a similar bent to her character there, and just like it makes me curious to pick up some of that on that series Euphoria, which I've seen some of, like the first season. I don't think I made it all the way through that first season, but I'd maybe just pick up on the second season and just, I'll be able to figure out what's going on. It's like not a big deal if you don't.
Yeah. I don't, yeah. Well, and the third season is so different. I mean, they're older and yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, who knows if they did a recap or anything, but
yeah. There's a lot of buzz about that third season too. So I mean, maybe I just jump
just skip all
dip
the
into.
way ahead. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. Then
Need to see this. I want to see the drama now, really bad.
yeah, it's really interesting. And I had a lot of kind of laugh out loud moments. It being a very dark romantic comedy. So, um, but we'll kind of do a little bit more on Super Mario Galaxy here before we wrap up. Just like I definitely had a bit of infatuation romance with like a new waifu prospect in Rosalina. I don't know. I never
Yes.
thought of her in that way, seeing her video game version, but fully realized in this, ultra high def
Oh
animated
yeah, she's
form. Like,
way prettier than Princess Peach. Yeah, I mean she's not.
yeah, she's not bad. I mean, I'd take a peach, but like, Rosalina is like, oh, I
She's
have
so
feelings.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's so cool.
yeah,
No, I would always play as Rosalina when we would like Mario Kart. I was like, oh, she's so cool. Oh my gosh.
yeah. And even
I
like
love her.
the fact that she is a mom, almost to me in my nearing middle age, it's like that's a plus nowadays.
It makes it more attractive.
uh, uh, she is,
Yes.
she's
Yes.
capable of being responsible.
Yes. I do love, I'll say one more thing about the movie. The like little trilling noises that the
I love
Luma
them.
make. That's the same, like that is the same as the game. And I just, oh, I loved it so much. They're like, it's like little birds or something. They're so, oh, it's so adorable. I loved it.
So I'm suffering from a little bit of sleep deprivation. I normally am, but especially bad these
Oh,
past
no.
couple of days because I've been awoken past two mornings by this like scraping sound against my window, and
Oh.
each time I get up to check what's going on, there's nothing there. But then I get back in bed and you know appropriately
Scrape,
enough.
scrape, scrape.
Yes, and it's only as soon as I'm about to drift off, never like while I'm in more concrete consciousness do I hear, for whatever's causing that sound.
Oh,
When I'm about to, it has like a sixth sense. So it only happens when I'm actually about to fall asleep or,
what the heck?
no, it was like a
Oh,
poltergeist, but no, I mean, it's clearly a real tangible, corporeal, thing that's happening outside my window. And I think I know what it is.
oh.
It's like a bird or multiple birds, basically mating. Uh,
Oh, is there a nest out your window or
no,
something? Or
there's just a bunch of bird poop.
oh, ugh. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It could be just one bird trying to mate with itself in the reflection.
Yeah, and it's tapping the window. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Judging by the amount of poop, it does seem like it might be multiple birds having a little,
Well, it's that time.
yeah.
Spring. Oh, well, I hope that you can get more sleep. Wear some headphones or what, not headphones, earplugs. Wear some earplugs.
Yeah. No, it's not a big deal. It only seems to happen right kind of, when I need to get up anyway, within an hour of
Mhm.
when I have my alarm set. Um, and I was able to fall asleep, regardless, even though in my dream I was constantly hearing this scraping and tapping
Oh my gosh.
against
Well,
whatever's going on.
yeah, but we should totally wrap it up. I mean, again, there's how much more could we say about Mario? Everyone knows Mario and Super Mario, but
It is
um
refreshing to like see a different spin on these characters and have them
yeah.
be a little more fleshed out. More person. I have no complaints about like the casting and the characterization.
No.
It's just a lot of people I know would like to see just more substance to the
Hmm.
story and developing these characters. And I do too, but we're playing with these characters that just didn't have much of a, yeah, much of a, backstory to begin with.
No framework really at all. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll get plenty more from this. And I don't know, people I think like to dump on it just because they know these make billions of dollars and it doesn't matter what critics, it's critic proof, shall we say. So
Yeah. Yeah. The critics are young children too, so they're just there to have a good time.
well, I mean, it is cathartic to really dump on something once in a while too, so I totally get that impulse.
Mhm.
Just really kind of, take the time to really roast something. And I don't know, these movies aren't incompetent enough to just pull out all the stops either. I don't seem to see that from most people, but I do feel a little protective of these movies in a way, just because.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
gonna crap on any of the. I mean, there's just. I remember when the first one was coming out, we were all crapping on like, oh, Chris Pratt is the voice. Like, why are they doing this? This seems stupid. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad now younger generations can enjoy it. I'm happy to see this content come back. And honestly, the voice, Chris Pratt's voice, didn't bother me at all in the
oh,
Super Mario Galaxy. So, I'm just there to have a good time, see more lore. Like I loved seeing like Bowser Jr. and I don't know, that it's just a silly, fun, goofy time, and I was certainly entertained. So,
mhm,
um, I'm happy for that.
mhm. Yeah. I I don't know what the illumination canon is something I definitely find myself, viewing with skepticism, because I've never enjoyed the Despicable Me, and I haven't seen a single Minions film, so I certainly don't quite hold them to the same position as Disney or Pixar or even a DreamWorks, which is under the same
Mm.
corporate umbrella, because both DreamWorks and Illumination are now like owned by
They're
Universal.
universal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right.
So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, Universal's just going to keep making money off of whatever is in their parks. So,
that's for sure.
we'll just keep getting more Mario content, I guess. And that's cool. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's a fun little escape. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Samar, for hanging out and chatting about these fun nostalgia bits and memories. So, like, definitely, enjoy your evening. It was great to reconnect in this beautiful spring. We're starting to get some nice weather up here in Minnesota, so that's been nice and refreshing.
Yay. Good. Longer days and everything. Yeah. Love it.
Exactly. All right. Well, before we sign off, anything else to add? Otherwise, I will chat with you hopefully in the near future.
No, I mean, just if you haven't seen The Paper season 1 yet, watch
Yeah,
it so that you can get ready for season 2 and maybe see some of the graphics that I've made. But
sure. I'm
that's all I
assuming,
have to pitch.
yeah, probably on Peacock, right? That's like the NBC.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll just it just goes straight to Peacock.
Nice.
Well, I don't know when, but they're planning. Maybe this fall. I don't know. They're already editing and everything.
Is that an NBC show or is it direct streaming?
No, it should also be on NBC. NBC. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes
I don't really know how that works if they put it on NBC before the streaming service. I don't know actually.
Probably not. Like I remember The Good Place. I followed that as it was airing on NBC, and basically those episodes, that was a while ago, and that was even before Peacock, but basically the next day I think those episodes would be available on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Right.
Probably a similar thing here with The Paper, but I wasn't sure if that series was made exclusively for streaming but it is.
I think it's both entities. Yeah. Or I think it's, an NBC, Universal or whatever.
That's the big dog. You probably got some really good catering on that set.
I mean, they could afford to hire 2 graphic designers. So yeah, I mean, I think they had some money to spend, thankfully. And yeah, their catering was actually pretty good. And that's what I was eating just now. They had a late call today, so their lunch was my dinner, and I grabbed a box to go.
Keep going. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll chat with you soon. And besides that, just follow Thoughtcast on streaming, podcasting platforms, Thoughtcast.com, at Thoughtcast on Twitter and Instagram. And find me at Philip Elke on Twitter and Instagram, or X, or social platforms that I'm not really active on at all, but I'll share links to the episode on Instagram at least and stuff like that. So try maybe have to get more into some social media once I get my head screwed on straight up here. And
same here. Same.
2026.
So bad.
But no, it's all good. It's fun just to hang out and on the Thoughtcast, conversations about animation. Well, Samara, I think I'll let you go, but before I do that, I'll just wish you and everyone a wonderful week. Have a magical day. Warm hugs.